Hey everybody, this is Brendan from Wellfit Personal Training. We've got a good friend here of the Wellfit family. We've got Kurt Fearnley, Paralympian. What I got Kurt in for today is because a lot of our clients and a lot of people looking to get into exercise are namely always saying I lose motivation or I lose focus on my goals, so I thought who better to get in than Kurt, who's super motivated with really big goals and always stays on track and achieves them really well. So thanks for coming in, Kurt.
Not away.
Okay, so first question I'd like to ask you is, what does motivation mean to you, and why do you think people lose motivation?
I think that, to me, motivation is it's everything. You see a lot of kids come through with talent and with enthusiasm, but the one thing that's going to keep them in this sport, even longer than that initial talent, is going to be the motivation. Is that thing that makes you wake up when it's 5 degrees outside and go for an hour or 2 hour run, or when things are hard, which they always are. There's never too many easy days. That thing that's inside you that tells you that you just got to keep going. That's the key to everything. And if I find a kid with motivation or someone with motivation, and if they really want it, it's almost infectious, and you see the people around them want it as well. And for me, I would say that the key to that is just always reminding myself of what I want. Waking up and saying, what is today? Where am I headed? Even if that goal's 4 years around, I know that that day is also critical, because when you stop, it's a lot harder to come back. And making sure that you remind yourself of what you want, how you need to get there, and just realizing that it's you can't leave it another day. You've got to do it right now.
First part, you mentioned focus, you mentioned a little bit on goals. What do you do when you have like a big event coming up 4 years away? How do you stay focused, and how do you overcome challenges there?
Staying focused is a matter of every day reminding myself that event does exist. That it's not 4 years away. Is kind of you can't delay even 12 months because no one else will do. And I think that the motivation also is helped by small steps, by deciding that yes, there's 4 years away, there's the pinnacle of what I want, but on the way there's I guess checkpoints where I will have one every, so in that third year there will be another checkpoint, and then it will break down to once every 6 months there will be a checkpoint, once every month. And then even you get to the stage where, at the end of every week, you want to have set certain targets and benchmarks, and you just kind of continually progress. And with endurance events, like I guess I'm involved in, it's not just a week's worth of work or a month's worth of work or a year's worth of work. To be strong in the endurance events, it's years. You get stronger. If you're able to make it a decade at that sport, you just get stronger and stronger. So knowing that those years are being added up, it's kind of just another asset you have in your kind of pocket, I guess. But overcoming the challenges or the things that are thrown up in the way, it's a matter of that first time you jump out of bed when it's 10 degrees cooler than what you were hoping, and you do it. That makes it a little bit easier to get through it the next time. And I think the more and more challenges you set, and the more benchmarks that you get and you surpass, the easier it is to set more, and the easier it is to kind of take those on, until it comes to the stage where a broken bone's just a it's a month off, or any kind of physical injury is just a matter of trying to work out the way through it. But there is no such thing as something that will stop you. There's just little speed bumps the whole way along.
That's awesome. So what would you say when you are setting out on this big journey? Like, for some people it's going to be a fitness goal, or like yourself in an event, or for some people this could be losing 20, 30 or 40 kilos, something that they may have not been since they were a young child, so that they find it hard to even grasp what it could be like to achieve that goal. What would you say, what would be the first thing they should do when they're trying to achieve that goal?
Make a choice. Decide that you're going to create this change in your life. I think that I've always known that because I'm in a wheelchair, I need my arms to be as strong as they possibly can be, because I'm going to I'm going to have to rely on them so much as the years go by. And a lot of people don't make that recognition with their own lives, but they need their heart to be healthy. They need to make sure that they're not carrying around too much weight so that they can get another 20 years of life. And making that choice to say that I'm going to live a fit and active and a healthy life, you know, I think that is the most crucial step, and that is the hardest step. Once you kind of acknowledge it, once you say that you're going to make the change, once you tell people around you that you are going to do that, it almost starts to become a reality. If you never voice it, if you don't say anything to anyone, if you don't take that first step and say that I want to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 kilos, then I just think it's hard for yourself to even realise that that's a reality. That as soon as you voice it, as soon as you reach out and you say that this is what I'm going to do, and you start to find people that can I guess, put those steps into reality, then it actually becomes reality. But it's just a matter of just making that first tiny little step.
Excellent. So that just 100% commitment to what they're doing, and just deciding at that point that I've had enough of this, I'm just going for it, and there's no other option.
Yeah, the first one is just talking, I think.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't think you can commit overnight and just say, I'm definitely going to do it. You just need to say that I'm going to take my first step tomorrow. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to start right now. And hopefully you do that again the next day and the next day. And then you say, you know what, this is a reality, and you commit. You know, and there are a couple of different types of commitment, I guess. There is one that say that, you know, I want to do this, and there's another one that says that I'm going to do this. But there is no, you know, alternative. There's just that. And when you really commit to something, when you say that I am going to represent my country, or I'm going to crawl across Kokoda, you know, once you say that it's going to happen, and that you kind of realise that there is no second option, then it's just a matter of time until you kind of make that a reality, with exceptions. But there's something powerful about saying that this will happen.
That's unreal. Well, there you have it, everyone. Motivational advice from one of the best in the world, so it can't get any better than that. So get out there, take that small step, take action on your goals, tell a few friends what you're going to be doing, and take those small steps. All right, thanks, lads.